guys, it's Ven. Today I've come up with a snowball custard recipe. It's super simple to make with very little ingredients. All we need is egg, custard, then corn flour, sugar and optionally vanilla extract. We need nothing else, and you can also use some fruits to garnish it if you want. It's very simple to make, so what we do is just separate the egg white from the yolk and beat the egg white until it's stiff and peaky. After that, we're going to set it aside and get on to making the custard mixture. For that, I'll be using custard, corn flour with sugar, vanilla and beaten egg yolks. I'll be boiling that to a nice simmer and then scoop in and add the egg whites. After that, we'll just close the lid and cook it for around 2 to 3 minutes until the egg whites are perfectly cooked, and then you can serve it. It's that simple to make. It's super delicious, and without any further ado, let's get on to making it. First, here I have 2 bowls. Into the bigger bowl, I'm going to add in the egg whites, and in this I'm going to add in the egg yolks because we need a bigger bowl for the egg whites to be beaten. And also make sure the bowl is perfectly clean. There shouldn't be any water or any other thing in the bowl. Then the egg whites will not beat properly. Just use your hand and separate the egg white from the yolk. And there the egg white and egg yolk are separated. Now we just have to start beating the egg whites. So now I'm going to start beating the egg whites. You want to beat it until it's nice and stiff. So now as you can see, there are good stiff peaks, so we can set this aside and get on to making the custard mixture. So you know, egg whites are stiff when you can put the plate upside down without the egg whites falling. So then you know it's stiff. Next we have to make the custard mixture. For that, here I have all the ingredients ready. So into this bowl I'm going to incorporate all these ingredients. First, let's take the custard powder, 1 tablespoon of custard powder, 1 tablespoon of corn flour, then I'm going to add in half a cup of sugar. Into it, I'm also going to pour in 1/4 cup of milk. Let's just whisk that and mix it until well combined. Mix all the lumps out. We don't need any lumps. So that's mixed up, the sugar is dissolved, there are no more lumps. Right now I'm going to mix up the egg yolks. And I'll pour this in to the custard. Next, here I have a saucepan, and now all we have to do is just boil the custard mixture so that it becomes thick. So I'm going to pour in the custard mixture. Then also 2 cups of milk. Now let's put this over heat and just bring it to a pudding-like consistency. Just thicken it a little bit. Keep it on top of the stove, and all you have to do is just thicken this mixture up. So keep mixing. It will take around 5 to 10 minutes for the mixture to get thickened. Always make sure you mix it with a spatula because there is corn flour in it, and also the milk will get solidified on the bottom, so you don't want that. So keep mixing until it's nice and thickened. I forgot to pour vanilla before, so I'm just pouring in around half a teaspoon right now. I'm gonna mix that up and keep mixing until it's thickened. So now this mixture has thickened really well. Now all we have to do is scoop in the egg whites, then close the lid and cook it. So right now I'm gonna start scooping in the egg whites. For now I'm gonna off the flame. After putting in the egg whites, I'll on it back again. So here I have half a tablespoon measurement, and I'm gonna scoop the egg whites with this and put it in, because after we boil it, after we cook it, it's gonna get bigger. So I'm just gonna scoop with this. Make sure all the balls are of the same size, so it's gonna look good. Also make sure it's really small, because after we cook it, it's gonna get really big. Now we have to close the lid and keep it for around 2 to 3 minutes. 3 minutes, I've off the flame. I'm gonna take it off. And let me show you the inside. So you can see these small balls have become really big right now, and they're not anymore foamy, they're really stiff. They don't stick to your hands. So now the snowball custard is ready, and now we can set it into a plate. So here in a plate I have grapes and apples cut. You can use any sort of fruits, or fruits are just optional, you can avoid it also. I'm just gonna pour the custard. Now let's keep the snowballs on the top. Now for garnishing, I'm just going to keep a few cherries on the top. So here the snowball custard is ready. It's super delicious, very simple to make. I hope everybody tries it out, and if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Also ring that notification bell so that you get notifications every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. Love cooking.